I'm just so mad. I'm gonna hate buy it.
I'm gonna buy it, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to buy it.
You gotta.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome to episode 23 of Collecting Justified.
Hold on! This is right. Hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
Even though that's the most successful video, you'd think
all the tea in the ocean. I swear.
Uh-oh.
All of it's going in the ocean. I don't care anymore.
What's going on? What's happening?
You know,
He got two.
Kenny, what
Yes.
Superman figure did you pick up this week?
So here's a good look at my red cyborg Superman. Still don't have for the collection, but
Disappointed!
Kaiju on the left.
Yeah. It's a baby
There's not
kaiju.
a thought behind those eyes.
No.
Not a single thought.
Cool party.
Your Boys Got Toys is back. And
babe, Justin just doubled my salary.
Oh shit.
Rule number one. I'm number one.
look, it's not easy to jump from a moving vehicle onto another moving vehicle. Okay,
The kind of a truck.
yeah,
You know.
their injuries will happen.
What a piece of junk.
David, this company is the go-to for highly articulated anime figures.
Is
Timer
it
started.
Amazing Yamaguchi?
David, come on!
I'm sorry, David.
David, you were right above the rim. I tossed you the ball, and then you swatted it.
It flames on the side of my face.
This is a holiday for family.
David, so this isn't my turn, so I'm just gonna bring David. I want you to look at around me. Do you see pictures of my family in this room?
Thank you so much for being my friends.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to. Wait, Kenny, this isn't Collecting Justified.
What day is it? Sorry,
This
I've been in New Jersey and like time changes and I don't even know what day it is anymore.
And
It's not Saturday at 8:45 p.m. right now.
No, it's not. It's not Friar's Day either. This isn't the recap. What is going on? I think what's going on is my schedule just opened up this afternoon. The kids are taken care of. They're well fed. They're not locked in the basement with Andrew. Don't worry. They've been eating. They have eaten. They have eaten. And they're chilling out. So I figured let's go live with one of my best buds here. And I can work on Cuppys, right?
Yeah.
And it is 5:07 p.m. and we are live streaming, Kenny. That's what is this world?
I don't know. It's Tuesday, 5:07 p.m. Is this a new thing? What even happens on YouTube on Tuesdays? I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. I was picking up my my oldest from school today, and I was like, Yeah, nothing ever happens on a Tuesday. So, let's make something happen on a Tuesday. Let's give people something to watch, right?
Yeah.
And you can watch me and Kenny recap because Kenny went to Toy Tuber Expo, so we're going to talk about that. Friend of the channel, Ed Chinchilla, was there as well, along with a bunch of other cool people. And I'm gonna work on some Cuppys. I'm gonna get them out to y'all. Street Cuppy right here. Wife still has not made any bandanas, but I've got a stack of Cuppys right here. I've got one with eyes already on it, look, and a face drawn on. I was doing some drilling beforehand and some cutting, Kenny, because I didn't think I wanted to use a power drill or a saw live on stream. So
I mean, that could have really upped the excitement, but I understand.
just I wouldn't mute my mic either, by the way. It's like you get it all. But
drilling for an hour.
But this isn't Collecting Justified, but let's take this moment to plug the Collecting Justified show. I think that's a pretty justified thing to do, right? Now
so.
This isn't Saturday. This isn't 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish. This is a Tuesday, so I don't know what this is. It's Cuppy and Chill. Cuppy and Chill. There we go. But come back to this channel, Saturday, a little later in the day, especially for our UK friends, and hang out with us on Saturdays, okay? 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not gonna bother going over all the slides. You can become a Justified channel member and unlock one of these Cuppys. If you're an MVP, you get them sent out to you free of charge. Quarterly, right? It's supposed to be quarterly. I'm a little behind, but it's gonna happen. Okay. I'm not that far behind, I don't think. But we'll see. Yeah, Cuppy and Chill. There we go, Jay. Yeah, Justified channel members, thank you. I'm gonna leave you up on screen right now. We're not gonna read out everybody. This isn't Collecting Justified. Tell you what, before I sign off, I'm gonna read off everybody and thank everybody. And this is actually an outdated list. Dan, who's supposed to be over at Justified MVPs. We've got Justin Booth on here. So yeah, it's a little outdated there, Kenny. A little outdated.
It's okay.
But yeah, that's it. I haven't updated anything else on this. I didn't even put this thumbnail on that slideshow. Actually, this gets minimal effort, Kenny. Minimal effort. but hey, everybody, this is a different time, so I'm hoping people that usually don't catch Collecting Justified can show up and talk to us. And say hi in the chat if you're here. Mike Hext was here super early. What's up, Mike?
All right.
Dan, who's here? Yeah, no excuses this time, Dan. Okay? No excuses. It's not your bedtime yet. Of course, Kenny was here dropping the Cuppy emojis. Jay's Toy Collection UK says, Hell's frozen over. Stream at a convenient UK time. Of course, Flapuma is here. What's up, Flapuma? Yeah, Justified on a Tuesday. Alexi's here as well. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. for Alexi right there. Good morning, Chi Collect says. Yeah, Alexi's probably just now waking up, right? Yeah. He had a long night of digging up dinosaurs last night. That's what it was. So, Rowdy Riles is here. What's up, Rowdy?
Shout out, Rowdy. Got to see Rowdy this weekend as well.
So, I heard it was a pretty successful show, right, Kenny?
It was. It was a great time. Like, I know people are probably like, why are a bunch of YouTube channels getting together for a convention with other YouTube channels? But it was a super fun time. There's a toy show going on, right? So it was a toy show. The hotel was convenient because they had the space for the convention. There was a bar next to that, which, for better or worse, does loosen up some funds. So that didn't hurt me. It hurt my wallet a little bit, but it was a good time. They had some panels. So Duarte Studios had a panel. Matt from Nerdzoic had a panel. Bobby Bala had a panel, and The Amazing had a panel. Nice. So a little bit of different elements from the collector community. You have everything from the toy maker to the toy store to the photographer, right? So really good round of panels for those guys to have and sit in on.
Yeah, I heard the main takeaway from Vala's panel was he was lowering prices, right?
Yeah, so
That's pretty cool.
dropping the basic figure to $27.99. Yeah,
Nice.
so
Nice. And so like D Amazing and I imagine Nerdzoics was probably about like his store or like
yeah, so he talked a little bit about like getting the channel started, how that sort of came up, and what I found funny or not funny, but interesting, a little fascinating. He started the channel as something to do, right? Like many of us do, right? It's just another thing. But the reason he sort of leaned into toys and action figures and collecting was basically because it was something he didn't need to research, right? He already knew all this stuff. It was his hobby of collecting, right? And so I found that to be like a fascinating little tidbit about why he even got into an action figure channel in the first place. And then, of course, he went into how um, the dream of opening a store and how some unfortunate events with like losing a job led to getting into the online retail space, and now they are actually opening a physical location.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot more work though. You got to actually have staff for the store. Well,
Right. So
that's cool, man. Yeah, it looked like everybody had a good time. I was listening to the end of Figure Booth's live stream last night when I was going to bed. We had ate dinner and everything, and I caught like the very end of it, and they talked about it a little bit, and they had the guys from what is it, Grown Ass Men Toys
okay.
on there. And at first they were kind of like, I don't understand. I don't get why you would do that and everything. And the more that it was funny because the more they talked about it, eventually all of them were like, oh, actually, that's a really good idea. And I kind of feel like that's the thing. It's like networking, just meeting people you've talked to online, and you can buy toys
Absolutely.
while you do it. So
Absolutely. I got to meet so many people who you interact with already on a regular basis, right? So
yeah,
actually getting a few moments with those people, getting some face to face, that's exactly what it was, right? Like a networking event in a way. But yeah, I mean, just to be able to have those moments, and not even just like people who have channels. There were like people who are active in the YouTube community who you always see in the chats and everything. Like specifically, and I have to give shout outs to these guys, like Four Feathers, who you see him in a lot of different
everywhere.
chats around everywhere. So I got to meet him. We talked for probably a good 2 hours within a small group. So him, Van Morrissey, who big shout out to that guy because a small group of us went out to dinner on Sunday night and he picked up the tab, which was super, super cool. So seeing, getting to have those moments with people who's you've seen the names, you have no idea who they are. That was another really cool aspect of it. Because sure, like you're there, you know who Nerdzoic is, you know who David from Displaying Model Behavior is, and it's cool to meet those guys and get a moment with them. But to meet these other guys who are actively involved in all of our shows and in all of these live streams and the chats was I think just a little bit more special because just getting those moments that you would never get otherwise.
Right. Yeah, man. It seemed like a cool time, and I guess what's wrong with one more con, right? What's wrong with one more
Exactly. Look,
chance?
and I go to a lot of New Jersey and Pennsylvania shows because they typically have the better ones, at least in this part of the East Coast. I mean, you get a little south, you guys have really good toy shows, but like in DC, Northern Virginia area, we don't get too many. So I usually have to go up to Maryland, like to the Baltimore area for the Maryland Toy Show, which is a great show, or make the trip up to somewhere in Jersey or the Philadelphia area for the better shows. So it's a
feels
lot of the
like,
same vendors,
yeah, it just feels like everyone's like up in the Northeast, man. Like you got Art G up there, Disavowed, just what that's where
Right, yeah.
is that where Yojo Jerk is? And
Yeah, so
and
Jerk
Gaines?
and Gaines, they're out in
Yeah.
PA, I think, but
Man,
yeah, basically a lot of concentrated collectors in the mid-Atlantic region. Yeah.
so many, and no John. Once a week is not
John
enough.
was giving us tips about how not to end up in the questionable trailer park, though that was relatively close by, so that was cool.
Yeah, and you didn't.
Also,
So
exactly, Kurt didn't take me to the shady trailer park. We actually went to a real bar. So getting to actually meet Kurt K in person too was awesome. We talked to Kurt all the time.
45 minutes to come.
He drove
hang out with
45 minutes down there, but apparently that was just from where he was. He was only like 15 to 20 minutes away from that area, just where he was that evening. Yeah, so we went to some local pub nearby, which it was your typical little wannabe Irish pub in the USA, and I guess it was actually owned by an Irishman who, for whatever reason, is a huge fan of Liverpool football. I don't know. It's a complicated thing. It's just
figure.
across the way, I guess. But so that was cool. Although we were there and like around midnight, they started like cleaning everything up, and everybody except for one other guy in the corner left. So it was Kurt and I, and then that guy. And we're just like, is it closing? It's only midnight on a Saturday. That seems a little early for a bar to shut down. But turns out I think the lady just wanted to leave. So we stayed till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. But yeah, I did not get stabbed in a trailer park somewhere in New Jersey, which was a highlight. So
there we go. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Cheeky Monkey's here. What's up, Kiara? And Jay says he needs a passport to come over here for all the toy shows. But Dan says just going to hold a con at Jay's house. You might as well. It's a toy museum.
Pretty much, yeah.
And now there's you can put a whole new staircase with that hole he put in the roof. So I'll be right back. I gotta get some scissors. I forgot to get scissors.
Go get those scissors. I'll entertain the people.
All right. I'll make sure I run with them too. So
yeah, that's highly recommended.
That's what I hear anyway.
Welcome everybody. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I know what I'm doing here. No. So yeah, that the toy show was a good time. But to John's point, once a week isn't that torturous enough. There are always toy shows, and Jersey specifically. I think they actually do have one every single week. So yeah, I can see it being too much. Coming from San Diego to this, though, very different atmospheres. So getting that more intimate setting, I enjoyed it because it was a fairly small space for what you would consider a toy show, but I think it was the right amount of space for something they're doing for the first time. Now I think they know that they could go to a larger space and kind of expand whatever they decide to do with this show going forward. So
makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing about with the shows is the bigger they get. I think that was the biggest thing I heard from everybody was it was pretty intimate.
Yeah.
Giggity. But the bigger the show gets, the bigger venue you go to. It's like, oh,
it loses the charm, right?
Yeah.
For years I've been going to this horror movie convention in Jersey as well, because again, I lived in New Jersey for about 3 years of my life, and I don't like voluntarily want to go there ever. It's just these shows just happen to be there, so that's why I'm always returning. But this show 15 years ago was a small horror convention. They had
a small what convention?
Horror. Yeah, it's Jersey. I understand. It could be either of the two, but
I was confused for a second.
Horror movies. And like 15 years ago, you could have very personable interactions with the celebrities. You could get into the Q&As, no problem. they would have smaller events. But over the years, it's gained popularity. They have bigger celebrities coming, directors, anybody who's involved in that genre. And now, I mean, if you don't buy your tickets in advance, it's going to sell out. It's always super crowded in there, and it takes place in a hotel. So this is an example of a convention that has outgrown its space probably 7 years ago, but they do not move to a bigger location.
They refuse.
Yeah.
It's like was it Leonardo DiCaprio in the Wolf of Wall Street? Not going anywhere. Not going.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, maybe that happens at some point for this. And even if they do return to that same hotel for this Toy Tuber thing next year, I think that would be perfectly fine. It was a good spot. No, I don't. It never felt too crowded at any given time. I think there was enough space to kind of spread out between where they were doing their panels or the main lobby area where the restaurant and bar were, or just in the showroom, right? So
okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, you only need like a certain amount of space, and I guess you won't know that you really need to upsize until like you realize, and it's like way too crowded one year, and then you're like, okay, yeah, we got to upsize.
When you have to turn people away, or people really complain about, oh, God, I couldn't get in there, I couldn't do any of this, but
yeah. Our local show that I go to every year, Retro Toy Con, is it's not at a convention center, it's at like a big nice hotel, and it takes up basically the entire hotel. And the guy that from Toy Federation that runs it has straight up said that he doesn't ever want to go to a convention center because he likes the more like intimate, smaller feel.
Well, and I would say, like, I really prefer these types of shows that are in a hotel, especially if I'm traveling, or I guess not this. Yeah, because if I'm traveling, then the place I'm staying is there, the show is there, and then you get like the after hours kind of crowd to hang out with and talk about everything. So I absolutely agree with that sentiment. Like, I wouldn't want a show to move. As much as I would complain about that horror convention, I really wouldn't want them to move out of the hotel because it's so convenient. Like, in the middle of the day, if I just want to go to my room for 45 minutes or whatever, get away, instead of having to drive down the street or whatever. But
exactly. Oh, JBTM is here. What's up, JB? And Paul Morales. What's up, Paul?
What's up, Paul?
And Jay said he's gonna have to buy something from the sell pile for entry to ToyCon at my house. Oh, okay. You got to buy a toy to get in. Kiara says it all has to go to the wedding fund. Yeah.
That's a fair trade-off, Jay.
So I'm trying something. I'm trying something different, Kenny.
Okay, so what do you got?
So Gen 1 Cuppy, right, has the sword action feature. What I was able to do is so it's pretty simple making a Cuppy, right? I mark the cup with the holes. I take a power drill. I drill through it for the holes for the arms. Popsicle sticks for the action feature, right? Yep. I measure them to size. I saw them all to size, and then I drill a hole through them too, because you see, like, the pipe cleaner I use for the arms goes straight through and then through the popsicle stick, and that's what makes the action feature. I just do a little slit back here with an X-Acto knife, pop it in, run it through, bam. Thing is, and then like in the face, it's googly eyes glued, and then I use a marker for the mouth and the eyebrows, right?
Yeah.
So going forward, at least with Street Cuppy here, I'm trying, so I was just cutting the size, some black pipe cleaner for the eyebrows. So soft goods eyebrows, right?
Okay.
So that's nice. So it'll just be marker for the mouth. For Street Cuppy here, you can see I've said it before. The gun is like, I don't know what you call it. It's not plastic, it's die cast. The gun's die cast, so it's heavy. So instead of just running one pipe cleaner, I have to cut two to size and twist them together so it'll
Hold.
better.
Mhm.
But the cool thing about using pipe cleaners is you get articulation through the arm, if you will. Isn't that cool? That's
Exactly.
cool, man. You have one, Kenny. I don't
I
have
do.
to tell you.
Yeah.
You have one. And then I always glue the weapons in to the hands, right? Or it's not going to hold it if you don't. The sword,
Yeah.
it probably would. The sword, it probably would. But yeah, Dan said knockoffs incoming. He's taking notes. Dan, I have my lawyers on speed dial. Okay, I don't know, dude. He could probably get away with it being in another country. I don't know.
And there's the loophole for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a sneak peek. I already have some of the bendy wire for the bendy wire cape for Super Cuppy. So, but we're not talking about that now. I forgot I had it. Here's all little guns. I got them from AliExpress. So, little individual baggies. So,
are those like just like 1/12 scale or smaller?
it said 1/12 scale. They're a little bigger.
Oh.
What do I have here? Here I've got a Valiverse Praetorian right here. See, it's pretty big, man.
Okay,
here, let me get his gun out. I love these things, but their swords won't stay in the forearm. They keep popping out. Yeah, so
okay, yeah, I think you got some size to them for sure.
Yeah, they're hefty, man. I don't know if you can hear this. It's clanking against the desk. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna try to glue the eyebrows. This one I already had made. I just had to do the drilling and everything. I'm gonna try to do the soft goods eyebrows. What are the chances I get super glue just all over my desk during this?
I'd say there's a fairly decent chance. You're gonna come back and be like, yeah, my fingers are stuck.
Dude, so I'm using purple popsicle sticks for this Cuppy, for Street Cuppy. I used red for this. It's just a mixed bag, and I went through a lot of the red ones already, so I want them all to match. So I was like, I'm doing purple. By the time I was done drilling the holes in all of these and sawing them and everything, like my hands were like purple for everything. I was like, got most of it off. So collecting justified. My hands will probably still be purple. I don't know. I washed them and washed them and washed them, and nothing was working.
Well, at least you're not like having to eat a bunch of popsicles to get this done, you know.
John, if Justin glues a solo cup to his face, it would have been worth the watching this stream. Yeah. Jay points out Cuppy may already be a Forky knockoff. Well, they're distant cousins, Jay, right? I think they're distant cousins.
Exactly.
That's what I say anyway. Let me see. Oh God, that's too much. A brand new thing of glue.
Next year we'll be launching Knifey and Spoony. Okay.
Spoony. Spoony has to come in a 2-pack.
It's a 2-pack though. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Dan, mine are gonna be cup stars, and I'm going them little wigs. Yeah, dude, I want to get like little like hats. Like if I could do like a release with like a sombrero, or something like that.
Oh, is that the Ed Chinchilla? I love how everybody kept saying I was wearing. I mean, Ed was wearing a sombrero. It was not. It's not. I've seen it. It's a cowboy hat. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't want to be. I mean, Ed doesn't want to be taken down for appropriation. Okay, it's a cowboy hat.
American flag sombrero too. I mean, a cowboy hat. See, I said it too. That's. See, look. There's the soft eyebrows. This one, you know what? It's just gonna have to be a unibrow. Okay. Perfect. Chi-Chi. Will there be a chase Cuppy for this release? I think so. So let me know in the chat. Do you want the chase Cuppy to be a different color cup or a different color bandana? What do you think, Kenny?
The cup could be in, but then you have to buy a bunch of cups. So maybe the bandana.
Oh, here, let's have a sneak peek. So I've got some ideas. So I said a bonus cuppy's going out with this one. So not only do I have to make these, I have to make a bonus cuppy, right? So I have these mini shot glasses, right?
Okay.
So the plastic on these, I hope it'll, it won't crack when I drill through it. But these are even smaller and they're completely transparent. So I have an idea of trying to get like some of those cheap, like Dollar Tree, like little lights, if I can find them.
Okay.
And glue that in. It's battery operated, and it'll be like a light up mini cuppy. So that'd be fun. I also do have blue cups. I have blue cups, and I have neon.
Okay. Well, I guess go with the different color cup then. You seem to have plenty of options.
Yeah. It's all about options, right? All about options. Dan, each set should have one variant chase, and it's always the alternative color cup. Okay. Yeah. Christopher Allen, the mustache would have to be removable. Yeah.
They're asking for an Ed Chinchilla variant.
If I can find his hat and get some 1/12 scale sunglasses, I will do an Ed Chinchilla one, because I can make the mustache just from the pipe, the black pipe cleaner, and the mustache will stay on better than Ed's real mustache.
That's true.
Okay, and here's where I cut myself live on stream with a brand new X-Acto knife too. So I was talking to you guys in our Justified producer chat about, like, I don't think I'm going to do the action feature for Street Cuppy on the final ones, and David basically bullied me into keeping the action feature. So it happens a lot. It tends to, anyway. You'd be surprised. Which I guess David's job got built back.
That was a very quick turnaround. From burning it down to back in business. So
surprised they rehired him, to be honest with you.
After that, yeah. Or maybe they needed the insurance money. I don't know.
He was doing them a favor. He was a plant all along.
Yeah.
God, dude, you would think this is a simple thing, right? It doesn't take that much time. It takes a little bit of time. That's why I was like, when I asked in the chat earlier, like, does anybody want to go on with me for a little while later? I was like, I hope somebody says yes. Otherwise, like, while I'm like actually doing the building process, it might get a little boring. See,
it's just silence.
It's just silence. See, you make that slit right there in the back, stick the measured and cut the size popsicle stick with the hole already drilled in it. For Street Cuppy, 2 pipe cleaners twisted together. You feed them through, and with the popsicle sticks, the biggest thing is drilling it slowly, so you don't split the wood. And then, so you have to do a small bit at first, and then after you go all the way through and it doesn't split, you have to go back through with a bigger bit. Because if you just try to go straight in with the big bit, it'll just, I realize that what I'm saying right now sounds very wrong, but
the big bit, the little bit,
a
little bit much.
It says black paper or vinyl for glasses. Yeah. See,
I feel like I like the soft goods eyebrows. I feel like he looks angrier though.
Right? Yeah. So you hear, that's good though, right? I mean, he's Street Cuppy, man. He's mad. He's been on the streets. I feel like, and now with these, because that's something I'm worried about. Again, this is the prototype, and this is a crappy bandana that I just threw together real quick. I was worried about the bandana completely hiding his eyebrows, because that's where he gets his emotion from, the eyebrows. So with them being soft goods, you'll still be able to see at least the bottom of them through the bandana. If I could make those movable somehow on him and didn't have to glue them on, that'd be fun. Then take the gun. I'll go ahead and attach the gun. The bandanas are going to last. Also, by the way, so my wife, Christy, she almost never watches the stream, right? Almost never. She'll tune in a little bit, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
She listens to me yap 7 days a week, right?
Sure.
So she doesn't need to hear
She
me.
doesn't need 2 or 3 hours more of
No.
it. Yeah.
She'll be like, I tuned in and David was funny. I was like, thanks. That's I can say that because I know David's probably not going to watch this to be like, but nah. She was like, oh yeah, I tuned in at the perfect part. I was like, oh, what part was that? Where you were promising everybody I was going to make all this crap for you? I was like, well, you are. You just don't know it yet, right? You agreed. You agreed to the bandanas, right? You agreed to it a long time ago, right? I've got evidence.
That's okay. Yes, last night. So, Mega Powers were on, right? They were talking about a little bit about the Toy Tuber Expo.
Yeah.
And I just so happened to tune in, right? You know, you gave the super chat, and then they started talking about Ed Chinchilla, and then Zakanin started to talk about how, oh yeah, I see this guy in counterculture. The entire day he's got a drink in his hand. You know, I don't know how he does. He's just walking. He's like the dude, you know. And so Carolina's sitting next to me. She's like, "Oh, so you had a good time, huh?" I was like, "Okay, I didn't drink that much. All right."
He's exaggerating.
All day. Well, just
I
9
sipped.
hours. It's fine.
I sipped. It was sips. You know? I had a chaser.
Exactly. I was sipping.
It was a non-alcoholic beverage. It was a Dr. Pepper.
It was a soda.
It was butterfly pins could work. Yeah, damn it, Dan. Look, the journey with Cuppy is going to be a big one. Okay, eventually, it'll just all be different. See, it's got the gun right there. That glue's got to dry a little bit. The gun is heavy, man. It's heavy. So I'm glad I ended up keeping the action feature because that kind of helps keep the arms up a little more.
Yeah.
Let it feed through the popsicle stick. There's glue all over my thumb right now. So that is one down. So I'm going to have these all done and lined up. And my wife gets home from work tonight and be like, okay, right there, get to work on the bandanas. There's it's like the assembly line right there. Now that you're home from work, get to work. Yeah, I like the soft goods eyebrows. That's fun. And I was hoping that when I bought the little googly eyes, they're usually peel and stick, right?
Yeah, those aren't, are they?
No. I've been having to glue these sons of the whole time. But I'm like, I already have all of these because I bought a big bag. It's like I can't just throw them away and go get the other ones. And I think most of the ones that are like peel and stick come in like a big bag with like all these different sizes too. Like Cuppy with like 2 different sized eyes. That would be funny. So
Jay is on to a conspiracy. YouTube keeps deleting his comments.
What was
Jay,
the comment, Jay?
You can't call us both fucking idiots in the chat and expect it to pop. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Which one got deleted? Well, I only see one mod in the chat right now, and that's Dan. So,
oh, there's your conspiracy right there.
Well, Alexi was here earlier too, so I don't know. I think Dan might be messing with you there, Jay. Maybe just a little bit. But did you see anybody at the ToyCon you weren't expecting to see there? Or pretty much just everyone you were expecting?
No, I guess, I mean, because they kind of let you know who was going to be there ahead of time, right? So, Machu, that's who I wasn't expecting. So,
oh yeah, him and Yimbo were there, right?
Yeah, I ran into Yimbo, and he was wearing the Between Two Sentinels shirt, and I was like, oh hey, cool shirt. They're going to be on the show on Saturday, and talking about Machu and J-Shot, and he was like, yeah, well, Machu's here. He's like, right. I was like, what? Okay, yeah. So he'd been roaming around, so I ran into him, said hello, and
nice.
But that was like later in the day, so yeah, I wasn't expecting to see him there.
I've talked to Machu and J-Shot very, very little. we'll get to know him pretty good on the show. I've never talked to Yimbo though. He seems like a really nice guy.
Super nice dude. And I only had about 5 minutes or so with him, but yeah, he was super nice. We got each other's information, exchanged channels and stuff, and then he told me that Machu was there, and yeah, so really cool, really nice guy.
And you're like, all right, get away, nerd. Gotta go.
Now where's Machu?
Where's Machu? Where is he? Yeah, I saw Dan put Jay in a timeout. I don't know what Dan's mess. Sorry. I'm good, thank you. Okay. Oh, he's talking to Rowdy. Need to have. So we're gonna have Between Two Sentinels on. After that, I think we're gonna have off week because we talked about this offline. I was like, I don't want to be like just a show where it's a guest every week.
Right.
Not in a bad way, but I feel like when you're entertaining, it's like hosting somebody at your house, right? You feel like you have to be on, and it's just a little more stressful. It's fun, and I love meeting new people and talking to new people, but it's like I would like to have that gap in between. Guest week, off week, guest week, off week.
Yeah, and it's good. I mean, this way we can have like our own, whatever the off week is, we're just having a conversation about whatever, or a chinchilla pops up. I don't know.
Right.
It's not, but yeah, I think it's good because otherwise it just turns into like an interview show, right? So
yeah. And I don't want it to be that. I want it to just be a chill thing where we usually have a topic, right? But when we have a guest, it's like we can have like a light topic, but I generally want the guest to be the main topic, right?
Right.
And just hopefully not subject them to 3 hours.
A grading list. We just, each time we have a guest, we make them grade toy lines. It's not a tier, just grading.
Nice to meet you. Now,
tell us.
Now put everything out there, okay? You're gonna be judged, and what we do is at the end of the year, we have a tier list of all the guests, right? There's a way to really burn some bridges, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly who David would advocate for going in like F tier or D tier or whatever it is. I know exactly who.
I feel like he wouldn't even want him on the list.
No, he'd be like, "Who's that?" I feel like he's orchestrated his own vendetta just out of nowhere.
It's true.
I'm surprised. Well, he's probably working. I expected. I mean, hey Dan, if you want the link, if anybody, I don't want to get too. I probably had one more person. Dan, do you want the link?
Dan, if you want the link.
Yeah, if you want the link.
Just ask Alexi and he'll send it to you. Okay. No.
Well, Alexi and David have the link, so
They do.
So. Well, I don't want to bore like a new person with this, right? That's like I want to have a new person on like a proper stream. But Dan, I don't care about. Like I don't care.
We just love to bore him. That's how we spend our free time.
Yeah. He said he can. He's still in trouble for being on your show, Kenny.
Well, that's understandable.
You were only up all night, Dan.
And to be fair, Dan, you weren't even there the whole time. I had several other guests like Robo and Wade and Justin and Alexi and St. James who were there twice, and it was interesting, So
I popped back up after
you came back, yes, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I haven't had a chance to go back and catch because y'all didn't go too long after I left, right?
Probably like another hour. I feel like it ended up being over 3 hours. I said, like, after we were done, I got the sense about 45 minutes into it that we would be done in about an hour and change, and then it just turned into a whole thing, right? And went over 3 hours. So
yeah. You only had what, like, it turned into a Legends
37 people. Yeah.
It turned into a Legends and Liquor with celebrities. Yeah, we got the kids to bed, and I was like, yeah, I'll hop on for a minute, and I was probably really on screen for like maybe 5 minutes, if that long. God, this eyebrow is way too long, but it's okay. The bandana will be covering it up.
JJ said it took him 3 days to recover from lack of sleep.
Jay was on there almost the whole time, right?
Yeah.
And Dan was on there the whole time.
He was. It's a nice early morning.
Yeah. Dude, that's like, so our episode 50, when we went 6 hours and 5 minutes, right, Kenny?
Yes.
Sunday mornings, I usually get up at 4 a.m. to go to work early. I have to be at work by 6, but I can go in almost as early as I want. And by the time I got we got off stream, I got wound down, I'll go and I'll lay down. It's like 3 something in the morning. So we talked for like another 30 minutes after we went off the air. And it's like, God, I'm just not getting, I think I got like an hour of sleep and then went to work. I was not present all day.
I can imagine. Yeah. I don't even know how, like, I think a lot of people probably would have just called out. I don't know what happened.
Sunday's my easy day though. Like,
so yeah, you don't want to waste that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to waste like sick time or something on a Sunday. I can just go in, suck it up, and just be done at a decent time. One eyebrow's a little taller than the other. I don't know. Maybe
give some character.
It's fine. It's fine. You're not here for the I'll send this one to Dan, right? With the crooked eyebrows. This is yours, Dan. Okay. So you're not getting the chase. I'm joking. So
the eyebrow chase.
I did do a chase with the original. It wasn't a different color cup, Dan, because at the time I only had red cups. It was the swords, right? It was an equal amount of swords I ended up sending out, but one of them was like a 1 of 1 with. So the variants will be different going forward. I think I might just do blue. Might just do a blue Cuppy as the variant each time. And if you really wanted red Cuppy, then sorry. You'd be like me getting my Batman the Animated Series wave in and opening the box and be like, please don't let the Batman be gold. Please don't let the Killer Croc be green. I don't want the chase. Nothing wrong with a blue Cuppy though.
That's right.
I don't know how many of these I'm gonna actually make on stream. I'll probably get off. What do you think, Kenny? Like, do like an hour and a half?
Sure. Yeah.
A little over an hour.
Until I get called to leave this room.
What are you doing?
Yeah. You didn't have enough of the YouTube this weekend? Okay. Just kidding. That's not how she sounds. But
the YouTube.
She will give me shit for, I was gone all weekend playing with my friends.
Toys again? I told you to stop. Yeah, I don't know, man. Going forward, even without the guns, I might just do like the double pipe cleaners twisted together. Just gives the arms more hold and everything. Like a Hulk Hogan. So we haven't seen him around here lately, but great friend of the channel, of both our channels, John Morrissey.
Yes.
Hasn't been around. He's been dealing with his own stuff. I've been emailing back and forth with him a little bit, and he told me he wants me to make a spider Cuppy eventually, since he's already red. I just do like some lines and everything.
Yeah.
I have to get like one of those fine point markers. That'll probably be another project for my wife, if I'm being honest with you. Probably do straight lines for shit. So Christy thanks you, John, if you're watching this in the future or right now. I don't know. Okay. I feel like if he was here, he would have said something in the chat.
I think so.
Cheeky Monkey, can I have a Cuppy? Jay's refusing to make me one. Well, Kiara, you can have one. Justified MVPs all get a Cuppy. Just have to be MVP tier. That's all. If Jay upgrades, so Jay's already a channel member. Just tell him to upgrade to MVP, and then you can steal his cuppies. There you go. Stu for lunch is here. What's up, Stu? Happy Tuesday to you all. Wonderful Cuppy Appreciation Day. Yeah, it is. Tuesday is official Cuppy Day. Every day of the week. Thank you, Stu. Now to give him his papa. I don't know how often you can say like gun on YouTube.
You gotta throw in some variants every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. As
your pew.
His blaster. We'll say so. These are good good real world bullet blasters, right? So they're not like gummy or anything, and they're also not, if your Cuppy falls off the shelf, they're not going to break. They're die cast. So, and if you really want, you can take them out of Cuppy's hand and use them for another figure if you want. They're like I showed off earlier though to Kenny. It's and everybody. They're a little big. Maybe they're oh, you know what? Hold on. Are they McFarlane?
They were all the ones that McFarlane wasn't able to use for those several years. He just produced a bunch, and I don't know what to do with these. So let's give them to some guy on AliExpress to sell.
And I bought them. There we go. That makes sense. More than a cupful is too much, as the saying goes. Thank you, Stu. But yeah, Kiara just steal Jay's phone. Upgrade his channel membership. Bam. You got Cuppies coming to you. You've already missed out on a first generation Cuppy. There are no retreads. Because at that point it makes it not as meaningful, right? So here we go. Look. Santa Batman holding a Cuppy gap.
It works. I mean,
it does work. It's a little big in his
there's a lot to unpack right now with Santa Batman holding a gun, but yeah.
That works. It's a little big. But definitely doesn't work for a 1/12 scale. But McFarlane, yeah. So you know what? It might work for Mezco then.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Mezco, they're 1/12, but they're a little big, right?
Is Sir Elijah near you? See how?
Oh, he's on the shelf. Do I have that? I don't think I have a
Let's
Mythic
see
Legions.
if it would work with I don't know why your Mythic Legions would, but you know.
Yeah, I don't
just a medieval blaster.
A knight from Mythos that's packing heat.
Which, by the way,
dude, it's such a good figure.
Cool. So
such a good figure.
Not only did I get that though, because I was like, well, he needs a friend.
Oh, what you get?
So I got Sir Enoch as well.
Dude,
so like, you know,
I'm hoping to track one of those down. They normally have a good amount. Four Horsemen hasn't been down to Retro Toy Con yet. They might this year. Savage Crucible always is, or at least the past couple years since they've been a thing. I'm hoping to come across a Sir Enoch in the wild because all the pre-orders for him have sold out online. But that it looks like a good one. I've got Sir Andrew on the way from the All Stars wave.
Okay.
And he will go in the basement like the real thing. Jay, I got Mythic Legions due tomorrow from the new series. Sir Andrew, I think, and Bearded Skeleton. Oh, see, I got that's the dwarf skeleton, right? I thought about getting him, but I got the there's two Bearded Skeletons. There's the regular one because I got that one from Chubsy Wubsy because it was sold out on BBTS. Those are the two I got from the All Stars wave, and I'm excited. Man, Mythic Legion, you just can't go all in. You absolutely can't.
I had this shelf that has like a sword hanging from it. And I was like, well, I need some knights to go on this little shelf. And you know, if I'm gonna get knights, I might as well get some really good ones.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Chi. Perhaps one day they will be collecting Justified shot glass merch. Oh, a shot glass with Cuppy's face on it. Just
There you go.
that'd be great. Just have to find a company to do it. I need to move the shirts and everything to a different store because Teespring is not. It's just not.
Yeah,
7 months.
Fourth wall. That's what I use, and when I ordered the stuff, it was there within a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, with fourth wall? Okay. I need to use that.
And I ordered like shirts and hats. Like they did embroidered hats in about a week, right? So,
dude, that's a really good turnaround.
Yeah.
I think like everything went to crap with Teespring when I think what I heard anyway is that another company like bought them out and like cut a lot of the people. So they're basically working with a skeleton crew. And they got corporate America basically. So
yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, typically.
But they have all kinds of products too. So they probably have shot glasses where you could, just load like the image for Cuppy and then they do all the work.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Might have to do that. If I don't lose a finger attached to a Cuppy.
Yeah.
Super glue is really strong. John, it might come to fruition eventually, John. If I walk away with this with a Cuppy glued to me, it is all John's fault, and I want that noted.
It's on record.
Because he called it. And there we go. Screw that one.
In fact, he's praying for it.
I shouldn't have cheaped out. I should have got one of the things like with the little brush where you could just like brush it on instead of just, I don't know, man.
You live and learn,
Live and learn. Kenny, you could have gave me the insight from like your factory and how they like mass produce everything.
You know what? For the fourth quarter Cuppys, maybe, take them to the factory.
Cuppy Kickstarter? Right?
That's right.
Jesus. Dude, if I owned a 3D printer, that'd be pretty cool. But I mean, part of the charm really is just having it like, handmade. Like that, I hopefully alive and learn with a cup. Yeah. We'll see, John. We will see. There's always a chance. It's never zero. It's never quite zero.
That's right.
Yeah. I also need tweezers. I'm ill prepared, Kenny. I'm ill prepared. I'm usually like sitting downstairs at the kitchen. No, well, the dining room table with a lot more space too. I've got my keyboard shoved out of the way, just sitting here doing this at the desk. I was going to set up a second camera and I have a whole nother table to the side over here and like do it there with the camera looking down. I just didn't have time. I ran out of time. So
it's okay.
It was
Next
do it this
time.
way or be justifiably that 15 minutes late.
The episode 2 of Cuppys and Chill.
Cuppy and Chill.
We'll have more technology.
Yeah. Is this going to turn into like just a Tuesday thing?
It could be. And then like what I'll do, I'll have a second camera of just me on my phone, not paying attention to this stream. So.
Go. Jokerized Cuppy. There we go, Flapuma. There we go. Chi-Chi, is there a blood splatter chase? If there's a blood splatter chase, we'll all know what really happened.
It's real blood. You don't. Yeah.
I had to cut it off. Live on stream. A dual camera setup sounds a bit ambitious for me. Yeah, that's fair, John. That's fair. I can do it.
Four Feathers.
Oh,
Hey,
what's up, Four Feathers?
Yeah, I was talking about you earlier, just saying how it was really cool to meet you in person, and then I mean we hung out for a long time on Sunday. So yeah, shout out Four Feathers.
It's crazy how Kenny didn't have anything nice to say though. It's just letting you know. But nah, that's great, man. It seemed like everybody that went had a great time. I still can't believe that David flew all the way out here for it. That's cool.
So he got there on Friday, like landed in the US on Friday and left on Monday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, he was just there for that, and that's it.
Man. I would have made a whole vacation out of it, I think. Right, but
yeah, absolutely.
But man's got to work.
Like we ended up going out to dinner on Sunday night. So we were up pretty late on Sunday into Monday morning. So I don't know when he slept, but yeah.
Oh, what's up, Art?
What's going on?
Here.
Art was there. We saw Art. Right.
Yeah, when it's one of my favorite parts of Ed Chinchilla's interviewing Art, and he was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like just the look on his face. And then he was like, oh yeah, today he looked at his watch. Today is Saturday. That's right.
The hell is this? I feel like that was everyone's reaction when I walked it. I mean, when Ed walked into that lobby, I imagine, you know, I was having technical difficulties in a totally unrelated place. But yeah.
Yeah. The look on Big Nerdy's face. Oh, that one was great.
So Gaines was the best because after I kind of wrapped up, I took everything off and went back out in the lobby. He's like, dude, I didn't know you were here. And I was like, oh yeah, no, my friend Ed was here, but yeah. So then put two and two together and started cracking.
Did you really not realize at first?
No,
that was you.
It took talking to people on Sunday for them to put two and two together, which is great, which means my shitty mustache did a good job while it was in place, I guess. When it fell off, that was
it kept falling off. But
man,
at least
I bought 2 extra mustaches for that because I knew that was going to happen, and they didn't arrive on time. I was pissed.
That was the only thing that was making David laugh. He was like, "Oh God,
that's good.
I burned down my job for this."
David was not pleased with this scenario.
I don't think David cares for Ed too much. But it's okay. It's okay, David. It's okay. Art says he thinks Ed was flirting with him. Probably Art. I think he's pretty. Ed seems pretty fluid.
The power of the chinchilla.
Yeah. They say chinchilla fur is aphrodisiac. So
they do say that. Someone does. I don't know who, but
I think Ed told me.
I've heard it.
Oh, and I don't remember what happened after that. I think I should go see a doctor. Some super glue. Christopher Allen. Ed should be nominated for a nerdy. Yes.
If Ed Chinchilla doesn't make an appearance on the Nerdies this year,
I will riot.
Just riots in the streets.
He's got to, man. Ed has to. Ed's the man. Chi-Chi, what do you gentlemen think about that announced Iron Man and Mandarin 2-pack? Insert disappointed clip. Yeah, hopefully I've got super glue like all over my fingertips. Hopefully
I can do that.
Hold on. I've got it.
Disappointed!
There we go. Yeah, I'm not interested in it at all, as I don't care. As Kenny?
I mean, I bought it, but I just like automatically pre-ordered, but I think that's one that I may end up canceling. It's not the version of Mandarin that I want, right? And I don't need the Iron Man. So
yeah. the Iron Man's like the same figure, right? It's just got an ab crunch.
The Extremis Iron Man that we got not that long ago, right?
Yeah.
So you get different head sculpts, but
yeah,
yeah.
If you missed out on the first one, I guess, right? I mean, there's something to be said about that. There's always new collectors in the hobby, right?
Yeah.
But it comes down to that Mandarin, man. That's not what people wanted, right? It's a version. It is a version.
But Dan Yoon did like state today that another version of Mandarin could be in the works, right? So while it's not the one that we all wanted, I do think we'll get those out, right? Like it makes sense for them to do the animated series style one on the retro card, maybe a more classic comic one at some point. So I would say if you're on the fence about it or you don't want this one, like it's not the end all be all, you know, there will be another Mandarin.
What a piece of junk.
Yeah. Hopefully. Just man, suited figures, just there's nothing exciting to me about like a suited figure. I guess like if you're somebody like David, it's like, oh, I'm gonna use that body for another head I've got or a custom head. That's exactly what he's gonna go to. So there's that. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks, right? Yeah. The Mandarin was Jay's most wanted legend. Happy to have him. Seems my comment section didn't agree with Jay, what, the internet disagreeing with you? Never. The internet would never disagree. Never. But man, I'm glad that the con seemed to be like really chill, really laid back. There was like none of nothing like this going on.
Hold on. This is hold on. Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
It's my favorite
she
movie.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog.
Yeah.
There was none of that, but there was a lot of this.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You too much. Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Just nonstop.
Yo, dick twist. Oh man. I've got to redo that clip. I don't know why, like it lost its black background when I uploaded it to StreamYard. I don't know. I've got to redo that one. I do enjoy seeing everybody crack up when it plays like in the background though.
It catches you off guard, So.
Yo, dick twist.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's oh my god. What an MMA fight, dude. That's one of the best clips ever. One of the best clips ever. Dude, I'm ready for I'm at early dad stage, right? I've got my oldest, he's gonna be 5 next month, and we've got a 6-month-old. So I'm kind of a little far away from like doing a lot of traveling for cons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not wishing them to get older soon, right? But I will be like really excited when they're old enough for me to just be like, oh, we're going up, we're taking a 5-hour drive, we're going to a con. Yes, that'll be fun. It's my 4-year-old, he's gone to like Retro Toy Con since he was a baby with me. So he looks forward to it every year. And that's like 20 minutes down the road versus like 8 hours. So that's fun. But I never really bothered going to like South Carolina Comic-Con. We went 1 year and it was like, it's whatever. Nothing like measures up to like when you think of like the state cons, like you got California, it's like the San Diego Comic-Con out there, and then there's New York Comic-Con up north. All the other Comic-Cons are like, like every state has them in like an area.
Like
they're not that,
we have one that's fairly local called Big Lick Comic-Con. So like Pac, I don't know. I live in Virginia. I'm not sure what. I think there's a Big Lick that's a part of Virginia. I don't know, but anyway, so like, and Pac Photos knows about that one because he goes to Rowdy. I'm not sure if you probably been there too, but it's okay, but it's it hardly ever seems worth it, really. You go and you're like, man, I probably didn't need to go to this. So
Yeah. I love just being able to like go and you never know what you're gonna find, right? It's just
Yeah.
like I could find the newer, typically, honestly, like retro every year. Like I don't really ever buy any new stuff. I'm usually
Mhm.
looking for like older stuff, not necessarily some stuff like from the 90s, early 2000s, or maybe from a couple years ago. But honestly, if people have like the new waves of any line there, you're looking at paying, 10, 15 above retail
Yeah.
because, con markup. But like last year, I got that Power Rangers Thunder Megazord from like 1994 or 93. I think it was 94. Paid 50 for it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing online goes for like 200. Like, like 180 out of box. In box, 250.
That's good. Yeah.
200. So you find cool stuff like that, right? And you just never know what you're going to find. But my oldest dude, every year he makes out like a bandit. Like every booth we go to, like they just love seeing kids, right? So they're like,
Yeah.
oh, here's a car, or here's a toy, here's a little cheap figure or something. Oh, pick something from this bin. So like at the end of the day, like I'm leaving with a few things. My wife's got, nothing. And he's got like an arm full of stuff. Like I was like, yeah.
It's my best friend, he always brings his kid, and his son is, I think, just turned eight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually just turned 9, right? So anyway, he's old enough, walks around on his own, he's starts collecting stuff, and same thing. Every time that kid goes, man, he cleans up, and I'm like, damn, all right, dude.
All right. I'm gonna start sending them to booths and being like, I really love like the original Power Ranger stuff.
I really want a HasLab Galactus.
Dude, last year I saw it was probably 2 different like inbox Galactus and like 3 Sentinels there. It was tempting. Like one the Sentinels was tempting. But now we're getting the 97, so I don't have to backtrack on the Sentinel.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I did. I had 2 on pre-order, right? I did knock it down to 1. I did knock it down to 1.
Okay.
I've been buying way too much shit here lately.
That's fair.
I've got a sale pile, like a pretty big sale pile. I guess instead of doing the stream today, I could have just took pictures and listed all that stuff.
Believe me, there are 900 other things I should be doing right now, but I'm here with you.
Yeah, yeah. Art wants to know who you licked.
Well, I wish I knew, Art. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
A few too many bourbons, I guess.
Dan's not happy with me. Dan, I kept 1. Okay. I've got 1 for the collection. Okay. Coming. And honestly, with the space, what all's going there, I'm starting to wonder like if 2 would have even really worked in that display. 'Cause they're pretty big. They're pretty big. So, I mean, I know everyone's not that it was cheap, but yeah, I know what you mean, Dan. Those things, they're probably going to instantly double in price. They're instantly going to double in value, I would say. I mean, look at Dragon Man, right? It's almost, is it double what it was? What was Dragon Man? 90 or
90, 89. Yeah.
My local comic shop has one in there for like 140.
Damn it. I should have bought more I bought 2 Dragon Man figures, one for me and one for Nick, because he paid me up in, up front. So
oh, nice.
I didn't even pay for it, and he'd already paid for it. So there you go. But yeah, I should have bought a few of those.
Yeah, that's the Sentinel, man. Like, I don't know. I was just worried about with the dates moving around. I was like, damn, I cannot get charged for 2. I mean, I would be fine, but it was like, oh, well, there goes any type of spending money at all. Like, not getting any toys for a little while now. Like, if they had just outright just be like, oh, but charging you for both right now. And I'm diversifying, Like, it would have been nice to have 2, but I honestly don't think, because I've got that plan for that top shelf, right? Where all that stuff's just kind of casually thrown up there right now. And the Sentinel is going to go up there. but it's they were what 180.
That I gotta check because I also need to review the amount that I have on order before I get slammed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dan's saying 300 minimum. Yeah, 300 easy. Because like it's a made to order, right? It's gonna be interesting. So like with Dragon Man, how many people do you think canceled it after pre-ordering it? It was made to order, right? But I don't think any have gone up for sale on any, like on Hasbro Pulse, right?
Right.
Since.
Curious
So
to see what happens with those, right?
yeah.
Like,
Did they offload those to like Entertainment Earth or Big Bad, like Nerdzoic?
I could see that
Yeah.
see that being like the first option.
Yeah. Unless they do like an end of year exclusive to like Hasbro Pulse premium people.
Premium members. Because a few years ago they had like those that HasLab sale, like past HasLabs, where they actually put up some past projects to premium members for sale, right? And things went like immediately because it was just whatever was left over, probably similar situations or whatever. But with these, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, you got to think like Dragon Man's not that big of a character, right? As far as like in the zeitgeist of like your average, knowledgeable fan, but everyone in this hobby knows what a Sentinel is. They know what X-Men Sentinel is. Four Feathers missed out on the HasLab Sentinel.
I wonder though, Four Feathers, if like after these 97 ones come out, more of those HasLab ones may pop onto the aftermarket, and I don't think it'll dip down significantly, but you know, probably in the 400 to 500 range.
Yeah. So I think what a lot of people are thinking is like, oh, I'll just use the HasLab one for my master mold and then have my army of 97 Sentinels, right?
Yeah.
And so if they already had like 3, then they'll probably keep 1 and sell 2, and that's probably their justification of buying the army of 97 ones. That's probably gonna foot the bill for those, right? I would think.
Yeah.
And they can just say, bam, justified. Flipuma. Can't remember, but the made to order releases aren't just never being made again like HasLabs are.
I don't think so. And
specified, no.
You bring that up, Flipuma, because I was just thinking, like, what's to hold them back? I don't think it would be anytime soon, but like in 2 years or something, they're like, all right, we're gonna do another run of these made to order things, right? So like Dragon Man, Sentinel, right? Just to give another group an opportunity to get them made to order again. Now you're not going to get it right away. You're still going to wait the year because it's just going to be the whole process over again. But
or they could do like a variant or a repaint, right?
Yeah.
That way, maybe the people that got the first one might want to repaint again or something. You know, like a more damaged Sentinel would be cool. Or so you never know. The doors are always open. I think so. Of the 3 made to orders, we've had Dragon Man, Sentinel, and Mephisto, right?
Yeah.
I would think that out of any of them, the one that would have the most likelihood of being reissued at any point, if it ever happened, would be the Sentinel. I would think, because
it could be exactly, and it could be like same way they kind of had that Marvel Universe Sentinel and the one that was in the Days of Future Past set, right? Same Sentinel under 2 different brands in reality, but they were different, right? So
so it makes sense.
You had like the purple and silver one, and then the purple and like pinkish, more traditional one, right? So.
Yeah, but Kenny, I was able to make 4 Cuppys while we sat here.
So this is not
no. Do this a couple times.
Not a good way to get this done, is what you're saying. Yeah.
No. Well, I only need to make 10, right? I only need to make 10.
Okay.
So, damn. Unless anybody else wants to.
2 episodes. Yeah. There you go. If you can knock one more out real quick, then 5 an episode, you're good.
Oh yeah. I'll do one more. I'll do one more while we talk. And I do want to take a moment to just say, like, I said it last episode, but like a big shout out to all the guests we've had on recently, from Pock Photos, Carbon Scoring, Cleva, Gaines, just everybody, man. And I know I'm missing names, so I know I'm missing names, but the channel and the show has seen a lot more of exposure here lately, and the fact that we're getting shout outs on like Yojo Jerks live streams, Figure Booth, and Between Two Sentinels coming on too. And like they shouted us out the other week. It's helped a lot. Like the subscribers are growing and the channel pivoting to more of a live stream first kind of channel. It's just easier with two kids, right? They go to bed. Instead of sitting down, setting everything up, recording a video, then editing the video, and then posting it. I just live stream and bam. But huge shout out to everybody that's came on, helped, gave us more exposure. All the new subscribers, thank you. Everyone that's been here from the beginning, like seriously, thank you. Anybody that takes the time to subscribe, thank you. And then you go like the extra mile. And if you want to become a channel member, it's nothing, no amount of support is required here, right? I'm happy you're here, right? But if you want, like, it's always appreciated. And that's why I do like the Cuppys, right? Because I thought it was a cool idea it's just a way of giving some people something physical, like they can hold in their hand, be like, oh yeah, this came from that channel. It's a solo cup. It's dumb. And I've kind of, like, at some point people are going to join the channel, subscribe and see me sending them out and be like, why would somebody pay for that? Well, you're not paying for it. I'm never going to sell these, right?
Until we get to the Justified HasLab Cuppy.
Exactly.
I was trying to come up with a cool name, but that's
made to order. It's gonna be made to order, not a HasLab. But it's not something I want to sell, right? You're not buying a Cuppy. It's like just a perk for choosing to how did Gaines put it? You're contributor to the channel, right?
Yeah.
At the highest tier, right? So how do I distinguish? And before my YouTube was, I use air quotes, successful, right? Slightly successful. I think you hit over 1,000. You're doing pretty good, right? Somebody had told me, because the whole channel membership thing is like the first thing you unlock, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Channel members and super chats, I think. And a lot of people are shy, and I was too. I was like, I don't know if I want to do memberships. It makes me feel weird, like to ask people.
Sure, yeah.
You never want to feel like you're asking people for money. At least I don't. But the way it was worded to me was, don't dictate, like, you're not asking people, like, but don't limit yourself like that. Like, leave it up to them. Just leave it as an option. Who are you to say whether they want to support or not, right? And that's why I did a 2-tier system too.
Yeah.
They were like, and I was like, I don't know how much to do. Like, it just sounds weird. It's a process, right? And they're like, oh, well, do at least 2 tiers. And so give people options, because different people, they might want to support a little more. So just leave it there as an option. And I was like, okay, well, can't really do like a whole lot of extra streams for like channel members, a whole lot of extra videos. I was doing my weekly Wednesday recaps. That will make a comeback eventually. But I was like, well, what can I do just as like a perk, like a thank you? I was like, oh, we'll send out stickers. Yeah. But the stupid Cuppy, the origin of Cuppy, was a family. I don't know if you call it like Dirty Santa or something like that, or what everybody calls it, but where you just bring a gift and it's wrapped up and people can steal the gift or whatever. And it's just random. Definitely not a channel member for the Cuppy. Yeah. Hey, John. Hey, man. All that matters is you're here. All right. Hey, I'm not going to kink shame. Never kink shame. But the fact that it originated it was a DIY like gift thing, like you were supposed to make them. So some of my family members made these nice paintings or these just really nice things, right? It was 5 minutes before we were supposed to leave our house, right? And I was like, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It was probably 30 minutes. I was like, oh, what am I going to make? I got a solo cup out. I got the googly eyes because like there were some crafts there in the closet. And my wife was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm making something. And that was how Cuppy was born. The original big Cuppy that Andrew has. Because, of course, if people don't know, I mean, Andrew, who is also on Collecting Justified with us, is my cousin. And he's just, choosing to just use this as a free ride to fame, right, Kenny? I think that's what's going on. I'm just joking. That's something, right?
I feel like he could have made a better choice, but sure.
Oh, yeah, me too. But I'm not going to tell him.
Yeah.
But nah, and I did that, and I kind of it was a funny thing. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram, and then I was like, dang, I could make little Cuppys. And he became just kind of a channel mascot. And I was like, you know what? There we go. I'll make these stupid things. If anybody wants them, it'll be the MVP tier thing, and it'll go out to people. And whether they like it or not, John has a Cuppy in his house, soon to be 2. So, and that does something for me, just to know that John has to have compulsive collector has to look at that Cuppy. He can't hide it all the time, right? John, where do you keep your Cuppy? Is it like on the mantle next to all your like childhood trophies and everything? I imagine.
Yeah.
Flipuma. Explaining the birds and the bees on how Cuppy was born. Yeah, basically. Let's do. If it's not a chimney, I don't want to find out where Santa is coming down. Pretty Santa. Yeah. Let's say he said fuck it. I don't know where he doesn't know where his Cuppy is. It's okay, John. No. Probably keep it under your pillow. I know. Dan says Andrew is AI. He shows off the same Star Wars troopers every week.
I believe that.
Yeah. In his defense, I don't think it was it was Star Wars figures, but I don't think it was a Star Wars trooper. And I'm proud of Andrew, man. Like he started out just Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
He has a CT Toys Spider-Man now. He's got a McFarlane glow-in-the-dark Captain Carrot. He's got, what else does he have? He's got a couple Marvel Legends. He's expanding,
That's how it happens, though. He actually was on the right path by only collecting one thing.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, but Andrew, look at this stuff. This is cool too. It doesn't matter if you don't have space for it. Just look at it. It's awesome. Just buy it.
Toss it over there somewhere.
Just buy it. Just end up with like toys like on the floor, like all of us. See, once a week, get Andrew to show off his display. It's the thing, Dan. He has a little bit out, right? But he doesn't have like a display yet. He doesn't have the space for it. He's in the process of so he's got another place that he's trying to fix up, right? So, and he's eventually going to have a big, nice like display room. And I've told him that he has to let me come over and help him with that, because he's going to have a pretty cool display by the time it's all done. See, that's going to be like open. That's going to be like Christmas morning, getting to like open all the stuff you've been waiting to open too.
Yeah.
Or that you reboxed, I guess I would say, because he opens it all.
Oh, that's good. So after I moved from Baltimore down to the DC area, we were just like subletting an apartment for 6 months. So I wasn't opening anything for 6 months, so it was just collecting boxes. And then when we finally moved again, getting to open, 6 months worth of figures was like Christmas morning, but also like, why the fuck do I do this to myself?
Why? Bam. Last Cuppy of the night. There we go. Oh, I got to glue the gun. My bad. The pow pow stick. Sorry. Can't say GUN too much on YouTube. I want to risk it.
But what if your name is James?
Oh, yeah.
For
So
sure.
I'll just call him James Gunn. His James Gunn is right here. There we go.
It's 2 ends. Okay, 2 ends.
I'm gonna have to get a different thing of glue. This is like way too strong. I honestly got it because my son keeps breaking his toys, and I have to keep gluing them together, and they keep breaking again. And it's like once something's broke, it's just gone. And I keep telling him I'll fix it, and I glue it, and then it breaks again. So I was like, I'm gonna get the strongest glue I can find, and that's what I decided to sit down with here today, as it is sticking everywhere to me. I've got Cuppy eyebrow stuck to my finger right now. The entire channel's dedicated to firearms, Justin. Yeah, John, I know, but I also don't want the.
That's a very great point.
I also don't necessarily. I don't want to confuse the YouTube algorithm too much, right? Like, and end up with more Ed chinchillas.
Yeah,
like a real life Ed chinchilla.
And then I get sued because I've
Yeah.
stolen some guy's actual identity. There is a Mr. Chinchilla out there somewhere. Oh,
Yeah.
which, by the way, the email address was not available on a few platforms, so there are other Ed Chinchillas out there.
Oh no, no.
So there might be an army of Ed Chinchillas just somewhere.
Baby's awake. I don't know if you can hear that. It's in there talking. There we go. Yeah, that's a little crooked. I might have to remake this one. I don't know. Kenny, how do you feel about crooked eyes?
Why is that one mine?
I didn't say that, but you. But you might know.
That's how I feel. I heard you cry that time. That's.
He's not even crying. He's just talking. He talks so loud.
Okay.
Yeah. I took a good nap. There we go. Hour and a half nap, man. I'll take it. All right. So, Dan, I already took those emails just to sell them back to you. That makes sense. The second he saw Ed Chinchilla's debut, he's
got to get on that.
Dan's an opportunist, man. He's like, oh, nope, got it. Scooped it up.
Not
It's
even
mine.
mad.
It's mine.
Not even mad.
It's like, that, what was it? Was it Sierra Mist? Yeah. That corn star that took the Sierra Mist copyright when Pepsi let it expire, and that's why they had to change it to
Is that
Starry.
why it's called Starry now?
Yeah,
I thought they were just trying to rebrand. I was like, it's a weird thing for a lemon lime soda. I mean, okay.
Yeah, she took the name Sierra Mist, and they couldn't get it back from her, so they changed it to Starry. There's your fact of the day.
That's good. I learned something. That's
As long as you learned something today, Kenny, that's all that matters. And with no cup glued to the face, my favorite thing about this stream was how Dan blew you off when you listened to the link. Hey, I was just saying, like, he's here. He can come on if he wants, but you know, that's fine. It's fine, Dan. Whatever. You know, whatever. It's fine.
What'll be even better is when Dan shows up on the recap again at 2 o'clock in the morning his time. So,
like whispering from his attic, which that is the nicest attic I have ever. That is not what attics look like here in the U.S. By the way, Dan, when you say attic, like our attics are not finished like that with like lights, unless it's a light bulb hanging from the ceiling. As my attic is barely a crawl space because the furnace is up there and takes most of the space.
Also very, very hot.
Yeah, Jesus, no. Jesus, it's so bad. It's so bad. He said, I've been here the whole time. It's Amanda's fault, to be fair. It's okay. It's okay. It's nice of you to blame Amanda. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Dan. It's okay. It's all right, Dan. You make it up to us. So Dan will be joining us with the Between Two Sentinel guys Saturday night, right, Dan? If I just say it, then he kind of has to.
I was like, oh, yes, that's cool. But
no. We'll have to plan something ahead at some point. Episode 100, Dan. That'll give you enough time to kind of wine and dine Amanda and like make her be okay with it, right? It's in like a whole nother year, basically a whole nother year.
And we'll be recapping or grading or tier listing something on that episode. So
Not every 100 or at that point it'll be 99 episodes. Nah, no, absolutely not. Guys, this has been fun. I guess, Kenny, should we say thank you to the channel members while we're here? Even though this is an outdated list, I guess I can run through it, right?
yeah.
I tell you what, I'll do the MVPs if you want to do the lessers, right?
Okay.
All right, so the MVPs. Well, first of all, thank you here. Thank you all for being here live, watching, just us kind of hang out for an hour and a half. I had a little bit of spare time. The kids were napping. Okay. Making some cuppies for the MVPs, the justified MVPs that I'm about to read out right now. We have Z-Man 12 Bat, compulsive collector, who, by the way, Kenny, I don't know if you noticed, he was here the whole time. John Morrissey. John, leave a comment when you see this, John. We miss you around here.
We do.
David, Evan, and Smith. You better leave a comment too, David. You better be watching this, okay? You better watch this. Michael Davis, St. James, Encounter Culture, Kenny, who graced us with his presence here tonight, and Bring Toys to Work. But whoa, we're not done. We have 2 other MVPs to add into there. Our friend Gregory Trejo. I always feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Gregory joined. Do you mind if I call you Greg? I feel weird saying Gregory, like calling you by your whole government name. Greg is here. If you got a problem with that, Gregory, let me know. But Greg joined the Justified MVPs last Saturday. He just loved Ed Chinchilla that much. But we always appreciate Greg around here. He's always sharing the stream in his story. And also, I guess there's Dan Who Reviews. He did upgrade his channel membership because he said he just cannot miss out on another Cuppy. So appreciate you, Dan. So Kenny, take it away.
You're in luck, Dan. You're in luck. All right. So for the Justified, we have Christopher Allen, Displayed Ones, Kurt K, who I got to hang out with this past weekend in the magical land of New Jersey. Cole's Cave, You Boys Got Toys, Super Turk 5000, Jay's Toy Collection UK, Chi Collects, Jared Byrne, Jesse Hubbard, Gabriel, Burgos LJ. Cardback is still with us. Wow. Okay. Cardback. Thank you. Darth Primus, Phoenix, Mike Delta Sierra, Your Girls Got Legos, Cedric Brown, Mike Hex, Keanu Leaves, Kevin Beatty, Key Dragon 86, Lord of Brooklyn, BK for Life, Pock Photos, Yojo Jerk. Anybody join this list at the
Justin Booth? I haven't added him to the list
Booth,
yet.
you did mention that.
And Stu for Lunch just joined too. Thank you, Stu. Thank you so much, my friend. Stu was nice enough to send a super chat last Saturday as well. Thank you, Stu. Appreciate that. I'll get you added to the list for episode 54 of Collecting Justified coming up this Saturday. Right? Is it 54 or is it 53? I can't remember my own episode. Our own
numbers,
episode.
Man. Numbers.
Is it? Hold on.
Actually,
I got
good
right here.
I feel like we should know this.
I really should. No, it's 53. It's 53. Episode 53. See, I've got the thumbnail made this early, and I'm not used to having it made this early. So I thought we were going to be on 54. But we'll have Machu and J Shot on with us. Probably make that stream tonight. Go ahead and have it planned. It's about 52 mini. Yeah. You got it figured. I'm not buying the Mandarin packs. So you may as well get my money. Well, it's put to better use, Stu, right? It's put to better use, my friend. But Kenny, thank you so much for just coming on, just bull crapping with me, recapping before your recap this week.
Right.
Are you going on Thursday or Friday?
This week will be Thursday. So I will drop it in the stories and make a post, but Thursday, the recap will be on Thursday this week.
Sweet. Your everyone's favorite Friars Day stream weekly, the recap. Make sure Kenny's link is in the description down below. Make sure you're subscribed to Encounter Culture. You get a plenty of live streams throughout YouTube and everything. There's so many great shows right now. I want a good live stream to watch every day of the week, and I want more to like listen to on the replay while I'm working throughout the week too. We can't have too many, right, Kenny?
That's right. That's right.
All right. But man, appreciate you so much. I'll see you Thursday and then Saturday night, right? I might hop on if you're okay with it, I might hop on like my normal like 8:45, 9 o'clock time after the kids go to bed.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
If y'all are still alive, and then I'll see you Saturday, my friend, and hopefully everyone in the chat, hopefully we'll see you as well. Saturday, Collecting Justified with Between Two Sentinels, episode 53. Make sure you're there. Appreciate everybody. Until next time, stay justified.